never would I ever pay so much money for like a fabric handbag. I was actually very scared using this handbag. I put my gym stuff in there, I put my food in there, I put books in there, like fill it to the brim. Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm sharing with you what I think about my DIOR book tote 2 years after I've bought it. So if you've watched my first video, I did this one I think like half a year after I bought the DIOR book tote, and now it's my second year. So I've tried and tested this handbag and I will tell you what the price is now, what I paid for before, the wear and tear, the dimensions of the bag, the pros and cons, just everything. So first of all, so that you know which DIOR book tote that I got DIOR book tote, like the normal original DIOR book tote in the oblique print, and I got it in August 2019 in the Paris boutique in the Rue Saint-Honoré. And yes, first of all, when I first saw the book tote, like for the first time, I was like, never would I ever pay so much money for like a fabric handbag which looks like a shopping bag. I thought like, never, that's not me. And then after seeing it more and more and always thinking, oh, I would love to have the book tote now, oh, I could bring my book tote with me, I bought it, and I have to tell you, spoiler alert, never regretted it. Like, oh, those are my notes. Never regretted it since. And so then I will come to when I wear my bag. So I wear this bag traveling, so it comes with me on planes, trains, everywhere. I wear this bag when I go to the beach, and I also use this bag for more than a year now straight as a work bag, except for days when it's raining, then I didn't use it, but for the other days I used it exclusively. Then for the price, when I bought it, it was 2,100 euros. Now it's 2,300 euros, so not a lot of price increase, and it's 2,700 Swiss francs if you buy it in Switzerland. Then the dimensions. The bag is 41.5 centimeters long, 35 tall, and 18 wide. Or if you measure in inches, it's 16.5 times 14 times 7 inches. So it's a huge handbag, literally a huge handbag. And that's also the reason why we come to the next chapter, what fits in this handbag. And I can tell you, your whole life fits in there. Like, I can't really say it's a Mary Poppins bag, because with a Mary Poppins bag it looks small and everything fits in there, and this bag doesn't look small obviously, but everything fits in there, like laptop, gym kit, food, books. I sometimes even use it as an overnight bag if I go somewhere just for a night, and I can take a spare pair of shoes with me with this bag, so it fits absolutely the whole world and everything more. Like, it fits so much, it's actually kind of ridiculous. But yeah, then the bag obviously weighs a lot more if you pack it, and the good thing about it this here is that the bag itself only weighs about 900 grams, so under a kilogram. So that's actually perfect. Yeah, because then even if you stuff the bag itself is not heavy at all, so that's a plus. And then we come to the wear and tear of the handbag. As you can see, the handbag is fabric, and I first thought, well, fabric handbag is so delicate, I have to be so careful, and like the threads will fall out, it will get dirty. And yeah, I was actually very scared using this handbag first, but then I touched it, I saw it, I just realized what amazing craftsmanship this bag is. It's like insane, like it's an amazing craftsmanship. So if you look at this bag, and keep in mind I have it since 2 years and I use it for more than a year nearly every day as a work bag, and work bag means I put my gym stuff in there, I put my food in there, I put books in there, like fill it to the brim for 2 years, like. And that's how it looks like if you look at here close. Like, as you can see, there are absolutely no threads coming off. And if you look at the handles, even those, like I was scared of handle discoloration. That's self-tanner on my hand if you're curious. But all of the handles still look very good. Like, here is a little bit of discoloration, but that's probably my fault because I probably have like now some self-tanner on my hands, but yeah, or some makeup. But yes, the bag itself is like, the wear and tear of the fabric is perfect, like literally no loose thread. I never, like seriously never had to cut a thread that came loose, never in 2 years. And I mean, I think that's insane. And obviously the wear and tear would be different if you would wear this bag in the rain or in the snow or something like that, and I never do that. Like, I'm actually super meticulous about not using this bag when it rains or when there's a chance of rain or snow or something like that. And I think once or twice there was no sign of rain, and then immediately then it started raining or snowing, stuff like that, and then I literally put my coat over the bag, and yeah, there were a few drops that came on the bag, but it, like, there were no discoloration, nothing. So if you come in a like a slight light shower, there's probably no problem. And then also, like, the shape of the bag is still like perfect. And the bag, because the bag is so big, and like I told you, you can fill it to the brim, I would highly recommend you getting a bag organizer, because that's a contra of the bag. Like, it's sometimes so big that you can't even find anything in there. So if you get a bag organizer, then it's way easier to organize your handbag. And also the bag organizer that I got, I just got one from Etsy. I just typed in DIOR Book Tote bag organizer. You can zip it up, because that's another contra of the bag. It's quite unsafe because there's like literally nothing to close it. There's no zipper, there's nothing in the bag, like no pocket, nothing. So if you have a bag organizer, I think like the two biggest contrasts, like, which are too big so you can't find it and not that secure, are like eradicated. So that's very good. And the third contra for me is, like I said, can't wear it in the rain. And for that I also have a little trick, and you can also find them on Etsy. You should just get a little raincoat for your handbag, and this one is like one clover sack, they are called, and then you can just put it over your handbag and you don't have to worry when it rains. And that's actually perfect, because I've used it before as well, and now I just always have this raincoat in my bag and I never take it out, like never. So to summarize you what I think about this bag, yes, I would buy it again, like in a heartbeat. And the pros are perfect wear and tear, like literally super great wear and tear. The price is, if you compare it to other Dior or Chanel or just designer bag prices, it's quite reasonable, if you can say that, for a over $2,000 bag. But if you compare it, like, you always have to keep the perspective. Like, if you compare it, it's reasonable. And the third pro is obviously it's super light, and also it has a lot of different colors and options that you can get it, and you could even get it in leather, then the rain wouldn't be a problem. So yeah, that's a good pro. Those are the pros of the bag. And then obviously the bag also has some contrast, and the contrasts are, the bag is very big, which can also be a pro, but that means that it can get unorganized. And then the second thing is, because it's very big, there are no compartments in there, nothing to close the bag. But those two contras you can like omit if you buy a bag organizer, which you can close at the top. And the third contra is something that you individually have to like think about yourself, about your situation. If you don't use this bag as a work bag, for example, or if you don't travel a lot, or if you don't go to the beach or whatever, it's probably too big to use as an everyday handbag. Like, I wouldn't carry it around as an everyday handbag with me, like for every day. When I go to work, obviously, but not every day, because for that it's just too big. But yeah, there are also some smaller DIOR book totes. If that's you, then maybe the smaller ones would fit you better. I'm not such a fan of the smaller ones because I think like the big one is really like the original one. But yeah, those are my thoughts, and this is my review after 2 years of using this amazing handbag. And like I said, I would buy it again in a heartbeat. I even found myself thinking about buying another book tote, but I won't do that because I don't need 2 of those. But yeah, the temptation is here, the temptation is real. But yeah, if you have any question about the bag, about anything else, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're there, then you might consider subscribing, because I upload Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday every single week. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.